here for part 14. I was gonna wear this outfit, but as you can see, part of it doesn't exist. It's because the straps are yellow, so apparently my PlayStation is acting retarded. But, oh well. We're actually on part 19. And remember, once we get to 20, once we finish part 20, we're going to start on the Vault DLC. Which would be great. I actually just got a big old hard drive for my PlayStation. So I can actually record a lot of videos ahead of time so I could be ready for this. So I'm not having to go, alright, I need 30, 40 minutes worth of stuff. Now let's do it. Kind of thing. Yeah. Look at her feet. But, and see, don't forget, we're going to let Piper, you know, kind of hang out in there. We went and got Kate, so that way, trying to get some perks to help out, to survive a little longer, because it's, I'm sorry, we're going to go get Kate. So I can help survive a little bit longer. So I kind of need some of the stuff people teach you. Plus it just seems, you know, storyline based. Hey, you know, not really storyline, but cool stuff. Be like, here, how about, you know, you go home, Piper, we've been traveling, why don't you take a break? And then I was told to come here, and then when I get Kate, I'd be like, yeah, let's go with me. There's people tied up in there. Wonderful. Already a great place. And see, there's, but yeah, it was like I said, we've done the main quest up to the point where we're gonna stop, and we're actually gonna go through and do some other stuff. We're gonna do the Minutemen. I think it's 2 quests. It's just the first one's kind of, you know, they're long because it's, you have to go help like 10 Pine Bluffs, and then it's like, I think in the end you have to help like 3 settlements. So you have to kind of go around. It's a long quest because it just keeps updating. Then I believe it's Brotherhood of Steel. We'll do a couple of quests. I think it's until we join them, and then I think the Railroad's like 2, and then we'll start back in the main. But every 10 videos we're stopping. We're doing some DLC. So 1, so you don't get bored of just the regular story, and seeing how we're gonna play through it. And 2, just so we can kind of get, you know, it kind of seems to fit in the way I'm doing it. Because if you watch Amatron, we were trying to find the vault. We were trying to figure out where Nick was at. So we were going around looking. We found Ada. So we're like, hey, yeah, you can help us out. And this one will be the vault tech stuff. So we'll get a message from him, which makes sense because Kate says she needs to find a certain vault to find a cure. And by now I'm pretty sure everyone already knows that. That's part of her main thing. So it fit in to take her with me. It ain't no place for you either, but. And then, of course, we'll take her with us to the vault. And then when we start that video 21, what we'll probably most likely do is go actually find the vault she's talking about and get her cured. And then basically let her go on her way. And then we'll go get Piper back until, well, then again, I do carry more stuff when I'm by myself. Well, I can carry more weight by myself, but I can also unload stuff onto people. So, I mean, the Lone Stranger does let me do more damage and take less damage. But I like the ability of, I do like the fact of going, here, hold this. Not, I'm going to dump everything in this garbage can and come back 20 times. It really depends. I mean, unless we've already found somebody. I mean, we can bring Nick with us, but we're waiting. Because I want to take him with us to Far Harbor. But that won't be till later. Because when we get done with the vault stuff, we'll do video 21 through 30. 21 through 30. And we're going to go to Nuka World. And that's where I want to take Preston with us. And then we'll do 31 through 40, and then we'll go do Far Harbor. And then from there, we should be able to come back and wrap up the story and be done with it. So we can do our next survival playthrough where everything's like zombies and stuff. Okay, well, there's not people I thought there was people to talk, so I didn't want to, want to actually be nice and speak to them without the giant robot. But everyone's shooting at me, so. Yeah, I also goofed up at one point and actually downloaded a mod that turned me into a ghoul. I didn't realize it, so luckily I didn't even record anything, but it was funny because I went to go talk to someone in Sanctuary. I was just selling some stuff, and I was just like, why does that person look weird? And then I looked, and I'm like, oh, I am missing part of my face. Huh. Interesting. Oop. Sorry. It's actually I'm actually gonna take Sora's outfit off because it's not showing up all the way, and 2, it's going all crazy and stuff. Now we gotta go through and apparently fight all these people. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I like that gun too. Because if you at least do it long enough to go get dances, like do like the first beginning thing and help dance. Oh, Kate, help dance. Just that first quest, just so he can give you this rifle, because it's pretty good already. But you can go, of course, and mod it. But its special ability is it actually has 2. Your critical meter fills up 15% faster, which is pretty helpful because that means that bar fills up quicker. And your criticals already do extra damage, on top of any of the magazines you find that give you more of a buff and whatever. But stacked with your luck, you can actually fill that up pretty fast. I want to shoot something else, but it's pretty, as long as you got the ammo. Like for a while, I think pretty soon I run out of some of the ammo, so I have to actually kind of put it up for a while, because especially with playing survival, I can't afford to carry around heavy weapons. So I do have to kind of put things up in my house for a while until I try to wait till I have at least a couple of hundred bullets, ammo left. Or can't say bullets because these run off of cells and batteries, but to have a little bit of ammo left so I can actually, not waste my time, because I don't want to take a gun and then have 50 shots and be like, all right, well, I blew through that. This gun's taking up space. Screw it. But we do have the little ammo machine in Sanctuary that's been pumping out shotgun shells, so yeah, which they do weigh a lot. And I think last I played, I said screw it. I'm taking spray and pray with me. I know it takes up like 17 pounds of space, but the bullets explode, which is great because when I'm running and trying to shoot enemies, that extra damage kind of helps, especially in the vault, because when you're going down deeper and you have to explore it, it helps. When you have to fight a Deathclaw and a bunch of rad scorpions and all that stuff, whenever you can shoot and there's explosions to take them out quickly. I think I try to keep the sniper rifle, the shotgun, and the pistol at all times in my bat. But at the same time, ammo, is a big necessity. So, if I ever get too low on something, I'll have to just put it up. It'll suck, but it's whatever. Yeah, I'm overweight. I don't want to load everything on Piper because, of course, once you get to Kate, then she'll join you, and then it'll just be the same thing, because Piper will just be like, oh, well, if you want to send me home, here's all the crap I've been carrying for you. They'll just give it back to you and be like, here, it's your problem. Even though we downloaded a mod that lets them carry like 500 more pounds of crap on top of what they can already carry, and you can get a mod, that just looks painful. I'm okay. Like Pulp Fiction crap up here. But, of course, there's a mod that just says, hey, you can carry out this extra stuff. There's also perks you can get where they can carry more, which I got the first 2 because perks for your companion, because I'm going to want to level up people and learn stuff, because their perks can be helpful. Look at Cogford. He gave us plus 15 energy resistance. I guarantee that's probably one of the reasons I haven't died as much fighting robots. Preston's, that's why I'm waiting, because you have to be fighting with so many enemies. Alright. Piper's was cool because it was like, hey, every time you discover in a new place, you get double experience. And when you do dialogue, like the speech things, you get double experience, which would be great. I forget what some of them are. Like, I know Carrie lets you heal, but I haven't even found the vault yet for her. I'm actually just trying to see if I just can stumble across without looking up where it's at. Just I figured that'd be, helpful. And all that stuff. But I got the first 2 perks in there, which was, one was I can't hurt them, and it's better. And then the second perk is they can't hurt me with friendly fire, and they can, I think they do more damage. And anybody who watches this, down below in the comments, let me know. Does that dude look like Donald Trump? Because I really think that's what he would look like if he was a ghoul. If you don't think so now, and then you start talking in a minute, you'll see it. It should zoom in here in a minute when they start talking. And I believe you should be able to tell whether or not it's that Of course my controller's gonna die. Let me plug that in real quick. Yeah, you can see why.
What is this place?
See? Looks like Donald Trump. He's got a suit and a tie. Got the weird looking hair. He's a businessman. I'm gonna have to do some research into this, but I'm pretty sure they made this guy to make fun of. Cause like, yeah, see?
What do you mean?
Not the entrepreneurial sort. Even those idiots entertained was what kept us in cash.
Well, no one ever said I was not an entrepreneur, but I mean, there's more business other than just the people that just tried to murder me.
Creep. What? You can slam more of that junk into your arm now. You know what?
Yeah. I love how every time I go to talk to somebody, I've got so much crap in my inventory that I'm overweight.
She's clearly intelligent.
We also downloaded a mod that's supposed to change the way she looks. But I'm not going to activate the mod until we get her to the vault and put her in the machine that's supposed to cure her addiction. I'm going to make her come out of the machine. Basically, we'll put her in the machine, use our mod we downloaded to save the game, I'm going to save it, back out, and turn the mod on. Load the game back up, let the machine finish its thing, and finish. As she's getting out, she'll change.
She goes with you. Watches your back. Look, you'd be doing me a favor while I try to get the place back.
Sure.
Why would you want her?
Can't pass up a chance for experience. You're carrying too much, you can't run. Yes, I know. Which is funny, because you can still put points into the ability to let you run while you're overweight and use up AP. And fast travel while you're overweight, but you can't fast travel unless you download a mod.
I'd like to know what
But it'll tell you too. I've tried. I was like, you know what, let me test this. Let's turn the mod on, let's try to fast travel. It's like, no, you can't, you're overweight. It's like, so they were smart with the mod, they just went with the original settings. There we go. Perfect.
Daddy's mad at me.
Sure. Could use someone watching my back.
Good.
Even though I already have someone watching my back, yeah.
Here, take this. It's the first from the last fight. Exterminators.
Well, it's like, not like anyone else is going to collect the fee.
I'll get this place set up right. Find a list of what soldiers want.
Alright.
You're a real son of a bitch.
Wait, come here.
Hey,
I need you to carry all my stuff.
Dr. Prince, how are you feeling?
Okay, technically she's not traveling with me yet. I didn't know that. I would have just left.
Ready.
Hmm. Though I do like the fact they have like special dialogue like that, because if you notice, like when we did the thing with Nick, it was just like, hey, if you find any good stories, come here first. And now, of course, she's just like, hey, you know, no one's tried to put you in the, in the ground yet. It's like, no, they've tried. They just haven't managed to do it. Yeah, I think that's pretty interesting how they actually have dialogue like that. What I'm wondering is, later on when you get like Dance, I wonder if he'll say anything about like. See, I've never tried to bring like Nick with me and go do like Brotherhood of Steel quest and just be like, it's a synth, and just have him following me. I mean, I'll probably save the game like 5 different times just to make sure I don't mess it up. But I do want to bring him with me and just be like, what happens if I go to the Pridwin and just be like, clearly this dude's a synth, his skin, you can see the robot. I just want to know, do they automatically just start attacking him? Or since he's a companion, are they not hostile? Same thing with, I think it was X-23. Stuff like that. Or, see, that's what I'm wondering about Nuka World. If I bring Preston there and he's pretty much against everything, because I goofed up on my original playthrough and wanted all the trophies, so I originally helped the Raiders, does that mean he just automatically just goes, like, crazy on the Raiders and they're just like, hey, you gonna die, and just starts attacking them, or just at least give me an option to save them without having to find that woman? That's what I want to find out. Because I'm wondering if there's just certain people that's just automatically like aggro's against them. It's like, nope, gotta kill them. I mean, by now, I'm pretty sure that people have figured it out. But if so, you should let me know, because I want to test it out. Or if there's a specific companion you haven't tried to bring to a certain area and you think it might cause some kind of conflict of interest, and they're just like, who's that? We're gonna kill him. Let me know, because I'll even if it's just me saving the crap out of the game and then trying it and dying, I still want to just record it just to see what it is. Stuff like that. I mean, I may just make a video of everyone switching out partners, be like, this is what, basically just start from Piper. This is what Piper says to this person. This is like, go through them all and see what all they say. They have more stuff. Also, I believe right now in the Creation Club, they have a couple free things you can go download. Like you won't see it in this video because it's a little bit later on. I got it, but it's they give you a shotgun. It's like a double barrel. It's called the homemade shotgun. I think I ended up just gave it to Kate anyways. And it's a spacesuit. It literally looks like you're wearing a disco ball on your head. I'll have to. I put it on the mannequin in my place over there in the Sanctuary Hot Spring place. But yeah, you'll have to see it. I'll have to show y'all next time we go there. But yeah, those two things, when you download from the Creation Club, like I said, right now they're free, but it just puts them in your inventory, which is helpful, so you don't have to go figure out where it is. I mean, I'm pretty sure people sell more of them, and you'll probably find them with like legendary mods on them, but at least since it's something like that, they're just like, here. I think every now and then they have like special little deals like that. They'll give you something for free. Hoping you'll go look and be like, oh, that's only this many points, I want to buy. Stuff like that. Trying to go through here and check out everything before we continue on with our journey. Because we did some of the main story. We tried to clean up our Pip-Boy quest, which that's what we're gonna do when we get done with all the Vault DLCs. We're actually gonna go through and do a bunch of more random quests before we pick up where we left off with Preston, because the Pip-Boy is starting to fill up with stuff. I know I can't do Nuka World and I can't do Far Harbor, and of course we can't do the Glowing Sea, and of course, we don't want to do the Brotherhood stuff, but we got like the Cabot House quest. That'll probably take a couple of videos, which will be fun. And then I think I have to look and see where we're at, but I know we're gonna do the Cabot House, which, like I said, that's why I want to wait and go help Kate first. So, because I don't know, that may probably take a couple of videos just to do that, and then probably go do the Cabot House. I'm hoping I can find like another person to take with me, so I can get an extra perk. Which, if we don't pick up anyone else, I'll just go back to Good Neighbor, because I know McCready's in the bar in there, and you can go talk to him and you can get him on your side. So if we don't find any of the other ones, we may just get McCready and go here, just so we when we go do Cabot quest line, we're at least gaining affinity with him, so he can teach us his stuff, which is still pretty neat. And of course, if you haven't figured out or you haven't noticed, he's the little kid from Fallout 3. When you go to the town Little Lamplight, the mayor that tells you he's going to shoot you, of all the kids, because when they grow up you have to leave, that's the same guy, Mayor McCready. Yeah, see, we have to go to Tin Pines Bluff. This is actually where I'm at on the quest line, right there. But I need to go drop off all the stuff, and I need to go make sure I got stuff with Kate. Yeah, see, I'm starting to fill up with stuff. I think at some point what I'm going to probably do is it's going to take a little while, but I'm letting people know because it's going to be probably a pretty big jump. Now I may gain a level or two, I don't know how many, but I want to take all my legendary weapons, and once I learn all the once I get Gun Nut 4 and Science 4, I want to take all of them and take them all over to Sanctuary. Well, I probably don't have to, but that's where all the mod stuff is. Basically, just pick up all my legendary guns and armor and out of my chest, and and walk over to Sanctuary and upgrade them all the way, just so I can see if there's anything better than what I have. Mad Mannequin fell over. But also, it's, I'm not going to say a free experience because you have to use materials, but it may give me, hopefully, a couple levels because I'll eat some Mentats to go up. I wish you could wear power armor because that'd be helpful, but you can't. That's probably why. I have to see if I can find any items that raise my intelligence up more and then go sleep. That way I can just have the biggest buff I can so I get the most experience out of it. And then just kind of go crazy with the modding of the weapons to see if I can get anything better than what I have or whatever. There's something behind me. I saw it moving. When I was trying to stand on a car in a suit with turning my glowing eyes on. The other cool thing about Nuka World is we can get a special XO1 suit like we have here, but it's supposed to be like spiffy and painted, and because it's behind sealed glass, you gotta find like circuit boards. Now there is a cheap thing to go about it, which is probably what we're gonna do while we're running through it. Is in the, unless they've patched it by now, I don't know, but in the junkyard, if you fast travel there and it brings you to the building, you go in the building and you go through there, you go upstairs, because the enemies, the robots will respawn for you to kill. But basically it's like every 7 days you go in there, and there's a circuit board you pick up. Well, you can pick up it, you can keep doing it every 7 days and go and get it again. And once you get all 30 of them, what happens is you get the power armor. So that's what I did last time when I played there normally. I went there first and picked it up. And then I just kept continuing. Like, I would check my Pip-Boy and be like, alright, what's the date and the time? So I could be like, okay, it's, you know what, what's the date? Count 7 days ahead. And then just to be safe, an 8th day. Because, I mean, what if it's, because it's got to be exactly that many time frames. So if it's 7 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm just saying, whatever, it's the next day. So basically I would wait 8 days in the game, going here, going there. And then I would write it down. I had to write it down on paper, like, okay, well, I should be able to go back and pick up another circuit board. Now, I mean, as you're going through, you're going to find some. Because they're spread across the whole theme park. But, oh, look, a circuit board. Oh, look. So, I mean, you don't have to just sit there and be like, unless you just want to do it. But I can't on survival. I can't just stand there for 7 days and be like, wait. Because it's going to be like, you're hungry. You're thirsty. You're tired. You're hungry. You're thirsty. You're going to die. And say, unless I just stock up on food. That's why I said I need to go there first, pick up the first one, and then start racking up on them while Preston's with me. We can go do quests, and every 7 or 8 days, we'll just hop over there and be like, is there another one? And it's cool, because you'll know it, because when you fast travel there, you'll have enemies. It's the best way to tell they've come back. I don't really want to completely exploit it and just stand there, Mr. Handy Record. That's why I said I'll go pick it up and then I'll go look through the theme park like normal, whatever the normal quest would have been. I don't know what the normal quest would be if I automatically start off with Preston and just start trying to take it back. I don't know what the difference is, so it'd be something new for me to do. Because like I said, I wanted the trophy, so I was like, oh, I have to help them and I have to establish this, and then that means Preston's going to hate me. Yeah, pretty much. Blowing through my ammo. I only got like 200 bullets left. Oh, battery left. I just hope in 76 they bring back the thing from New Vegas where as you're shooting, it's like every 4 or 5 shots, you have a chance to save the battery. Even though it's pretty much spent, it has a little bit of juice left. And you could go to it was actually an ammo workbench, so they'd have to put that back in the game, but you could actually be like, oh, I've got 5 batteries. I'm going to hook 4 of them up to this one. What little bit's left in these 4 is going to get transferred to this one. So these are now literally garbage. They're deleted from your inventory. You throw them away. They're worth nothing. But now you have 1 ammo cell. And you can actually get the casings from your bullets. You could buy lead. And in this game, you can scrap stuff and get lead, so it'd be perfect. And then you get the primers. See, maybe you could learn to make primer for certain bullets. Maybe it would require certain materials. They could actually go a little bit further and be like, hey, you can learn to make it now. Or at least, you just need the casings. Because I believe there was a perk you get in Vegas where it's like, oh, hey, guess what? You have, you recover more bullets, shells, and everything, spent ammo, so you can go make more. Because it was the same thing with bullets. You'd get the casings. You could go talk to somebody and be like, oh here, give me some lead and some primer. Or if you got a gun and you just didn't use, you're like, I'm scrapping these bullets. I'll go sell the case. You know, they didn't weigh anything unless you're playing survival. Because I played that hardcore on that, and that's play hardcore in New Vegas. Do not pick the house ending, because you may think, oh, it's the hardest difficulty, you know, whatever. The moment you have to go against the Legion, that man will beat you to death with his bare hands while you're wearing power armor, his armor. But I'm hoping it'll be like that. But it'll be fun. Going through, getting attacked by all this stuff. Looking around. The only thing bad about when people get disintegrated. And I may be weird, but I wanted to bring back the fact where stuff can break. Like how you have to repair your power armor, that's why it's good. I want, because with the wear and tear of guns, you have to actually do it in the different ammo types. Yeah, see, I wanted to bring back the different ammo types, where it's, oh, these bullets are cheaper, but they're going to tear your gun up faster, so it's going to, you know, you can buy more, but you're going to have to fix your gun quicker, so you're going to have to hope somebody drops a 9mm pistol or a 10mm revolver or whatever. And if that's the case, it's fine, you can just scrap theirs and fix it. Though they could, now with the details they have, because you could put mods on for that game, they should make it to where it should show you. I mean, it's cool enough, but you're pointing a gun at me. It should show you what's broken, so you can fix it and be like, oh, the hilt of the gun isn't broken, so I get to keep that.
Goodness.
Silly, silly.
Get off the bag. Thank you.
That's why we're trying to help them get back together. It's usually how raiders work. Be like, hey, I want food and I want water and whatever I'm taking, or you're gonna die. This is true. See, we built it one way and the other one, but I'm thinking to actually leave this area open. I put walls around the first one. I don't think every summer's going to have walls in this playthrough. But I could turn it into a bigger farm. That's what Abernathy was, but... See, I'm thinking of maybe putting like a bunch of feeding troughs for Brahmin and maybe some cages. So like you could actually try to catch dogs, cats. But like the big ones, like Ragstad, try to catch deer in a cage and trap them. So that way it's like, alright, you know, they go more like, they have potatoes, they have all that, but that's just so they can survive. Where's the meat? And I figured it makes sense. They grow their own little food, but they don't have really much of variety. I'm not going to plant anything else. I may just do cages. That way it's like, hey, you know, maybe they, you know, of course they're going to know about Abernathy Farm. A lot of people probably will. So what if it's one of those, well, they catch a bunch of Ragstad, or Sunshine, the trading caravan, like, here, I'll give you a whole deer. You give me, you know, I've got potatoes, you give me some ammo, and, you know, I'll probably give them some power and give them some, of course, their own water supply, so they're kind of self-sufficient. But if they have meat to trade, then it's like, alright, we can, oh yeah, that's how you find them. But we just kind of went running around. We had to go take out those raiders to help them. But yeah, see, exactly. You'd be like, hey, we catch a bunch. I may just put a bunch of those up, like 4, 5, 6 of those things just to catch Ragstad. That'll be their whole thing. And I may build like a little cage around it, so it's like they can get in. We have like a electric door set up, so it's like I can open it when I want, and if I don't want, that way you can flip the switch and turn all the cages off. That way they'll all open, so the Ragstad come out, and then you could just pretty much shoot them. I mean, it does sound cheap, but when you're trying to survive, it's kind of all you got. What else are you gonna do? I I did that in a far harder one in the original playthrough. I had a set up to where I put one of each animal cage, but I may just do like I said, a bunch of ragstag. I don't want to put walls up though, because they're in an area where I think they would stand out more if they had walls compared if they didn't. And basically build. I mean, they have that house, but I may build like a big one, like the big house, the prefab. I may build that just to put some stuff in there, and then maybe a little shack in there. I don't know. Usually, a lot of that stuff I don't plan ahead. I just go there and I'm just like, I look at it for about 5 minutes, and then I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna put this here, this here, this here, like, yeah, because it seems more fun to be like, let me figure this out. See, that's the playthrough I'm waiting to do. When we're done with this one, we're gonna do a survival playthrough of just everything's gonna be ghouls. I'm not gonna turn on. There's one that drops 1,100 ghouls in there, but the other mods replace other enemies with them, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm actually gonna not turn them on at once. I'm gonna leave those off because eventually, if I start fighting a bunch of raiders and gunners or whatever, then I'll go turn on the mod that says all the gunners are replaced with ghouls. Basically, they fought me, some of them died. They basically got wiped out. That arm is floating. All right, it's a little creepy. And you can do the same thing. Raiders, gunners. You can download the mod to get rid of super mutants and animals. I don't want to get rid of animals because I want to be able to find food to eat. And it just seems like animals would be able to kind of process a disease like that a little better because they're already mutated from the radiation. Super mutants, actually, I probably won't get rid of them because, again, they're already kind of mutated. I mean, every now and then I may turn it on to replace like a spawn or something. I don't know. I know it's supposed to increase stuff. There's also one that just doesn't put any more, but it changes their stats to where they're actually slow. They can't do that dive attack. Like, anything that makes them move quick, they can't do. Davis, you see the garbage in today's shit, man. Even I can see the steels. The beams were already rusted through. Someone's gonna get killed working with that, yeah? But it basically makes it where they can't use that jump attack. They're slow. Until it's like, it gets nighttime. And then what happens is, basically everything's locked. But at night, they can do whatever. They can move normal, like that, but they can actually run. They can dive at you or whatever. During the day, they walk. They can't do anything that would make them move fast. And any damage to any of their limbs is reduced. So it's like everything does like half damage to every body part except for the head, which does extra damage because you have to shoot them in the brain, which would make it fun. So you could technically eventually kill them by shooting their arms and then their legs. But, I mean, if I'm going to fight one, I'm probably just going to run there in a bat and smash it. But at the same time, if they're far enough away and I can shoot them in the leg and cripple it, it's also why I'm trying not to use any weapons that have basically the kneecap or legendary thing, because I just think that's a little too overpowered in any game, because I used it in the original playthrough because it was just dumb. 25% chance with every shot you break their legs. It's like having the dart gun from 3 where you're just like, 1,000 damage to both legs, you're poisoned. Death Claw is just kind of going, eh. I had it on a pistol that I modded, I had it set up like this one. So it was silenced, and you could shoot at it. But it had, you had the 20 shots, so you can just be like, oh, your leg broke. And as soon as that happens, you just reload the pistol so it's ready for the next enemy, and you just pull it out whatever else you're going to use, because you could just walk backwards now, because they're just like, eh. Even if I get it, I put them up. I will not use anything in this playthrough like that, because it just seems to break the immersion of it. Woohoo, I have a gun that can magically break your legs. Unless it's on a minigun. That is the only gun that makes sense for me to just be firing off and be like, oh, bullets straight off, your leg's broke. Now, I mean, yes, I'm pretty sure people may tell me in the comments or something. If there's other guns that would do it, I mean, I guess a shotgun up close, but I just don't want to have the effect of just being able to shoot somebody and break their legs. It seems too cheap to me. That's why, oh, look, a railroad rifle, alright. I can shoot railroad spikes. That's why I'm trying not to use certain mods and do certain things and stuff like that, because I don't want to completely break the game and just be like, yay, it's survival, but it's not, because it's easy. Because I still die. Pretty often. With power armor. And I've got like a science level of 3. It's pretty crazy. Which, of course, if you watch the other videos, which of course we're going to link the last one. Hey, it's our mod that looks for the apartments. Basically, I'm not leveling up in every level just saying, we need that, I need that, I need that, I need that. I'm saying, okay, I would learn that. She was a lawyer, so a lot of the charisma stuff I can pick up whenever. That makes sense. That's what I did first. Local leader, all that. Other stuff. Like, recently I put a point into the thing that says, oh, your non-automatic pistols do 20% more damage, because I've been using the pistol a lot. I haven't done it with the shotgun yet. I will the next time I level up soon. Put a point in it's rifles, so it's a shotgun and sniper rifle, because I've been using them a little bit more. But that's what I'm saying is, realistically, as you used it, of course you would do more damage. Because you've learned to use it better, you're better at aiming, you're better at hitting them. Also, it increases the range a little bit with every time, so it's like, alright, cool. I'm better at accuracy. It makes sense to me. Like, I picked up lead belly once, so I was like, I even told people. I mean, I could just use the food processor and get food with no radiation and just use that along with stim packs and refreshing beverages, which is a drink for liquid that heals you. But it doesn't seem like it'd be immersive for me. I'm learning as I'm going. I'm not from this world. You know, I'm from 200 years ago. So, you know, every now and then I'll just go put a point like, hey, you know what, agility. I've been using a lot of action points. Perception, because I'm going towards that skill that I think, you know what, I've been learning stuff like that. Like, I want to get the one that's like the reload one. It's like you reload faster, and then it's you reload in the VATS with no AP, and then it's plus 10 AP. Every now and then I'll put a point in agility, and then I'll go put a point in something else, and I'll put a point in agility, and I'll put because I'm trying to go back and forth, because right now I'm not completely focused on it. I'm doing other things. I'm helping people. I'm building stuff. That's charisma. I'm carrying things all the time, being overweight. It's strength. Things that your body would slowly adapt to your surroundings. You would base it kind of not completely 100% evolved, but you're adapting. So that way, you know, the next generation can be different and better. Everyone here knows, they know, all right, I'm going to do this. I need to focus on my charisma. I need to be everything on that, because my family wants me to be the shop, run the shop to make the best deals. I need to have the endurance to stay outside in the sun all day. I mean, I did think about getting the ghoul one. If I go through enough radiation, or the glowing sea, I thought about picking up, after we do the glowing sea, pick up the ghoul perk, at least one point into it, just like small stages of it, and then maybe, like, because the first one I would assume you wouldn't actually look like a ghoul yet. The first stage was just like, radiation. And the more radiated you get, you slowly heal. But I figured if you got the second point, that would be okay. Yeah, let's turn on the mod and you look like a ghoul, because you've been in so much radiation. And it's like I thought that'd be a fun ending. You know, I found my son, but look at me. I've been through everything, which would debunk the whole thing of I'm a synth, because they can't be ghouls. Yeah, this is the fun part. The good news is this is where this video is ending, but I got stuck because in my power armor underneath the freaking place in Starlight Driving, which I believe we have to come here later for Preston, which is cool because we wiped it out. We cleared it out already. I mean, the game might respawn the enemies. I don't know. I was just walking back and I stumbled across it. I need to find Drumlin Diner soon so I can help that, because I downloaded. We got one mod that put a doctor there. Yeah, I had to fast travel somewhere. It's the only way it would let me get out. Which aggravates me, because I didn't want to, but that's the whole reason I wanted to get the mod, because sometimes that happens. So I can fast travel in survival, which it aggravates me if I have to do it, but I was stuck. And I'm not going to get out and lose my freaking power armor. So, I do hope you guys enjoyed. This was definitely fun. And of course, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment all the stuff, and we'll see you guys in video number 20. Bye.